While fewer Mainers are being prescribed opioids than they were a decade ago, the damage the opioid crisis caused in Maine lingers.
And that's why the state, along with several towns and cities, joined a massive lawsuit against the pharmaceutical companies that made the drugs. That lawsuit was settled earlier this year.
More than $100 million will be coming to Maine over the next couple of decades. News Center Maine's Chloe Thibault tells us where it will be targeted.
These are powerful drugs.
Opioids have wreaked havoc in our state at a cost of thousands of lives over the decades they've been prescribed. Maine's Attorney General Frey says now there's a new avenue to recovery efforts, and it involves settlement money from Big Pharma.
Because Maine was impacted more significantly, Maine did see a bump in the dollars that it received.
Attorney General Frey says through this settlement alone, Maine is getting about $130 million over the next 18 years. Half of it will go to a designated account for the 15-member Maine Recovery Council. It will decide how to use the money for intervention and prevention programs. 20% will go to the Attorney General's office, and the other 30% will go to cities and towns that were part of the lawsuit. Attorney General Frey says one of his top priorities is making sure the money goes where it's supposed to.
It was important that we set this up so that not only was this resource protected for the purposes that the settlement called for, right, abatement, but also to provide transparency. That's going to be important for people to know what's going on.
We're no longer interested in the same playbook.
Maine Representative Lydia Crafts of Newcastle is one of the Maine Recovery Council members. For her, the opioid epidemic hits particularly close to home.
We actually just honored the one-year anniversary of my cousin's death this past weekend. We had no idea that my cousin was using.
Eric Gerard co-founded the nonprofit The Family Restored after his own experience battling addiction.
I'm doing all these things that I know in my core are things that I shouldn't be doing, that I don't want to be doing. And despite those feelings, would find myself using again within a matter of hours.
He says he hopes this money is used for more in-person treatment options.
I really have seen a much greater need for more detox, more residential treatment, more recovery housing.
The cost should be felt by the pharmaceutical company, and that the message should be sent that our communities won't stay quiet.
A first step to breaking the silence. In Augusta, Chloe Thibault, News Center, Maine.
Attorney General Frey says Maine got its first installment of that settlement money this month.
He says the Maine Recovery Council is expected to meet for the first time next month to discuss how to move forward.